Carolina. Now, I know we very much recently did a refit design, but now I've got that -6% in armor weight. We can get even more stuff on it, so I'm just going to do it again. Let me see. And it could still be useful. Now, do I want to spend money on actually trying to get these a little bit better, or do I not bother? That's a good question. That gun has got a little bit larger, hasn't it? That's going to have to... Oh, that can't swing around. Are you mad? Let's see if I can do another refit on this. Oh, the guns still work. Surprise. Oh, yeah, because I did do it when the guns all had to change. Anyway, yeah, no, lovely. Okay, Augusta, but we've just never really used them. I opted out for the destroyers instead, just because of the speed factor. Be that much of a difference on these. But I could stick it to the SS2 just in case one of them decides to go pop. I'll go natural boilers. They're going to be less annoying, but it's still very much because they're so compact. I mean, look how tight everything is on here. Backwards. The Washingtons will have a field day. That is marvellous. They don't stand a chance. But now, there has been a request for me to make some chili boats. Now, no one's going to know what that is apart from the people that come on the premieres of these things. So it's basically a ramming ship.
If you're like me and love a bargain, then you're going to love the link in the description, as it's going to take you to Instant Gaming, which is a platform that will save you a lot of money on all of your games. This includes Steam, GOG, PlayStation and Xbox also, as well as many others. I've bought a couple of games from here and saved myself some money. You should too. The link is in the description, be sure to check it out. You'll actually be surprised just how much you will save. Not only will it be helping me out, but you'll be helping yourself out as well. Be sure to check it out. The link's in the description. Thank you.
Howdy doody everybody, welcome back, and thank you for tuning in to MoisTea Gaming. So, last episode, quick recap, we managed to slaughter the last remnants of stubborn Italy. Now then, what is the next move? Well, looking at the map, we've got not really any enemy fleets floating around. So what I might do is go a little bit mad and refit everything all at once. Bit bonkers, but it might be my only chance to do it. Now, I could just start with the North Carolinas first, but still, it's going to be marvellous. Now then, in terms of wars, we've got Russia, we're at war with them. Spain and China. I was hoping for a bit of peace, but that isn't going to happen anytime soon, apparently. So, who do we go and murder? Because I was going to go for the French, but I can't take them all on. We're best buddy with Britain, and they're doing a fine job currently. However, I don't really want to get into a war with France, because then we'll have 4, maybe 5 nations trying to murder me at the same time, which is a little bit much for the army. So do I come round here and start blowing up these areas and murdering the Spanish to grab the oil? Because there's some of it there anyway. And then I could potentially... No, I don't know. I mean, it would be good to grab this. I could instigate a doodah for Borneo, but just by having a few fleets there. And then this is unoccupied. I can grab that potentially. There's a few different bits of stuff floating around the area, but I could start looking around, going around here. Japan, they're just not really doing anything for the time being, but with me being potentially prodded around here, I might send the entirety of the fleet down and start the process. Now, not the Japanese fleet, the Spanish fleet is going to be a bit rubbish. The Chinese fleet, I don't even know where they are right now. They're going to be floating around somewhere, but I think they're behind in tech. Oh, it's 5 battleships there. So I don't think they're going to be too much of a threat. They can't really wander too far. I think they've been hammered by somebody, because I can't see the rest of the fleet. But anyway, so there's that. Then that means I can supply ships in the area a lot better. We do have the German territories that we took, which is fantastic. They also produce oil, which is rather marvellous. I didn't quite realise that they produce that much oil, but yes, we grabbed that. So I'm thinking now, Philippines, bits down here. I also am thinking, instead of doing a potential naval invasion, I mean, I could, especially in some areas like this, which have smaller ports, so it's easier to do. I could try and instigate a war on invading Korea. Then we've got an actual foothold there, which seems a little bit more logical. So yes, we're going over there. The Asia campaign is beginning. I was going to go for Persia for the oil, but the British decided that they would be best buddies with them, and that ain't going to work. Now, I could faff around and try and grab some of this, but I'm not that bothered right now. We do have battleships from the Greeks over here, and the Netherlands, they've got stuff, so we've got a little bit of backup around here. I'm going to get the ships into port, refit them, and send them all to the Asia area. Now, I'm thinking of doing the refits rapid, and that's going to be rather lovely. Let's just have a quick look. It's going to be a little bit delayed, because we're still building and everything else. Oh yeah, we've got a hull strengthening doodah as well, which is rather lovely. Armor forging in 2 months. Oh, you know what? I might just wait 2 months. I could begin sending the ships. Oh, I don't even need to go all the way around here now, do I? Because I could just go through here. Oh, yeah. Because we could resupply through the British ports. Oh, completely forgot about that. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, so we get the ships into port, and we shall refit. That will probably actually give them a chance to build some of the buildy ones. I'll see, look, there's a North Carolina about to be built. Some light cruisers. A lot of these are nearly there, which means we can actually do something. Yeah, we're still way over, I know, but it is what it is. That also means I need to not provoke France too much, and I also need to get away and be nasty to the Austro-Hungarians, because if they go to war, apparently we're buddy with them, and I can't be having that. So I'm actually going to be nasty to the Austro-Hungarians and be nice to the French. How lovely is that? Okay, this is the original North Carolina. Now, I know we very much recently did a refit design, but now I've got that minus 6% in armor weight. We can get even more stuff on it, so I'm just going to do it again and see what else we can stick on here. So let's refit this thing. Range is still at 10,000. Let's have a go. We can get the new turbine engines. Marvelous. Still got that. Now, I've got balanced rudder on there. I don't want that. We'll go for a semi-hydraulic. Do I need induced? I can go natural boilers. Oh, that's good. Because the induced and stuff make it vibrate, which means accuracy is awful. Natural boilers are fantastic. Armor, better 1. Anti-torp 3, because, well, we had a close call not too long ago. Anti-float 2, yes. Stuff like that. Babettes, we can go for an extra babette. I'll leave it at 2 just for now. We'll have to see. Armament on the main guns, we'll go for increased, and then secondaries I want to go for a standard ratio, because that, well, yeah, it's just better. For the smaller ships, we're not really going to be using too many armor piercings. Soft, oh no, I don't want soft. I want nose fuse, because if it ain't going to go through on an armor piercing shell, I want it to cause stupid amounts of fires. Or do I just go a little bit more mad? Ooh, good question. You've got a trade-off between actually getting through the armor with a HE shell and then actually doing more damage versus do you want to cause fires? Now, I've not actually done it where we've just gone for fires on this yet, but against very lightly armored things like torpedo boats, no armor is often the case. However, destroyers are coming in and they have a smidge of armor. So if we can go through that still with a HE shell, I think that's going to be the winner here. So I just need to have a bit of a fiddle. Now, I definitely want to go for the citric acid. Now, TNT, yes, that's lovely. It's nice, it's safe. But if I go for the acid, we get marvelous amounts of HE shell damage and fire chance. So really, yeah, the HE goes ridiculously increased. That is rather lovely. Propellant, I don't like that balisite. It's just a little bit flash fiery for me, especially combined with the acid. So we're going to leave that too. Acid 1 is more flammable and stuff, so that's currently on the destroyers, I think. But we're going to go for the acid 2. It's just a safer variation. And to compensate, I'm thinking Babette's 3. That reduces flash fire chance. Yet to see one of these go pop, but you never know. I'd rather be safe than sorry. Now then, torpedoes, fast. I would like enhanced reloading. That's just marvelous. Let's get that reload time down. Torpedoes, stick the fat ones on because you can. I have a radio thing. I didn't even realize I had that. That's marvelous. We'll get one of them in. Currently we have the stereo blah-de-blah 1. We can upgrade that to the 2. Long range gun accuracy goes through the roof. Gun aiming speed is good. Oh, let's see, look. Yeah, we're going for long range on these if possible. That is the eventual idea. This is just a gradual increase in stuff, essentially. Now we have the diameters. Now we've got a couple of bits floating around, I suppose. Let's just increase them where possible, because that's always wonderful. Now, see, we don't have the accuracy or the vision to have these going through at stupid rates. So they're going to probably go through. I mean, if you think 10,000 meters, 10 kilometers, that's maximum 15. That's what these are going to be going for. And that's not actually that much pen. Where's all my pen gone? Is that because I've fiddled with something up here? It may well be. Ah, aha, I didn't do that one. There you go, that's gone up. Yeah, that's nicer. But I'm thinking reducing the length of the barrel, actually. Reload time goes up. And where it starts to be a little bit sketchy of whether it's going to go through the side of it or not, it should start tickling the deck. So we shall just see. The engagement range is around 15. Maximum is around 15 meters, not 15 meters, 15,000 currently. Anything above that is just pointless. So I think we'll stick with that. Just had to do a few things. Where was I? Ah, yes. Armor and things and gunnage. So if I was to leave the 12-inch guns on an extra 5% length, it's still got decent penetration. I think we'll be alright at that. Should. Fairly good accuracy as well. We should start popping them off. The HE is good. We could probably be able to smash a lot of armored cruisers, maybe, depending on the build. Definitely light cruisers, so they should explode with extreme goodness. The light guns, yeah, the HE probably won't get through a destroyer, but it will smash through torpedo boats, and the armor piercing will just have to do, unfortunately. But it is what it is. The slightly bigger ones will go through a destroyer at a little bit of a range. But it is what it is, I suppose. Armor. Now, this is a bit of a debate. I do need more deck armor. For example, these guns, right? Yeah, far away, they're not going to hit anything. but if we were to, for example, reduce the length on these to... Oh wow, I can really reduce it. -10. And all of a sudden, that gets dangerous. So I need to increase that to at least 3, you know what I mean? Maybe even 4. Otherwise, it ain't going to be good enough, so I'll put that back onto 0. I suppose it was on a little bit more than that, wasn't it? We'll go for that. We do have some playroom though, so we can make it even better. Let me just see what else I can do. Do need to increase the range though. This new turbine actually reduces the range, but the maneuverability of the ship itself is now extraordinary, so that's fantastic. We'll probably leave it at that. We've got 2% to play with. All that is all happy. All this is all happy. Torpedo 3, double bottom. Torpedoes are still a massive problem. Anti-flood 2. Got the best one of them we've got. All of these I'm happy with. 19-inch torpedoes, fast ones. The range goes down, but the speed goes up. Enhanced reloading. So these are now actually reloading at 84 seconds per do, which is 50% less than the original, so we're essentially doubling our firepower there. We're also going to be having a bit of armor on the deck, which is definitely needed. I may even stick a smidge more on. Ooh, especially on top of the main guns. Oh, that is a big thing. Oh wow, yeah, that's a bit too much. Maybe 5, just a smidge more. Yeah, it's gonna be done. I can increase it on the side of the main turrets as well, so it's the same as the main belt. I do not want these to go pop. That is at maximum, so they're actually fairly well protected. Maybe a smidge more on these, just in case. I've got a little bit of playroom. And that's about it. Right, so that's going to be the new one. Vastly superior in armor is better. Main deck is now actually half protected. Firepower has been increased by 50%. Marvelous. All for a good 3 months. Oh, maneuverability as well. Fantastic. And survivability. Oh, it's just better. 3 months. Definitely. So we're going to get on with that very shortly. Now then. We have the other ships to contend with. Now, Washington. Do I bother? Because it's so old, but we've got a few of them, you see, and they could still be useful. Now, do I want to spend money on actually trying to get these a little bit better, or do I not bother? That's a good question. I might do, because they're still relevant. I mean, they'll still be very good in China, for example, where their technology is not going to be as good. I'm actually going to do a full fleet refit. I don't want to just scrap them. And immediately we have an improved amount of goodness. That's still on a balanced rudder. No, I don't want that. Semi-balanced. Do I bother with the turbines? Oh, yeah, sod it, why not? Natural boilers. Yep. Oh, fantastic. We've still got the auxiliary engine, hydraulic steering. We can improve the armor to make it nicer. Anti-flood of goodness is all good as well. We'll stick with standard bulkheads for the time being. Oh no, 1%, I'll go for that. Now these are all on increased stupid shells. No, we don't want that. On the main shells, yes, increased armor piercing. Because they're going to be dealing the most damage to heavy vessels. And the standard ratio for the secondaries, which are a 6-inch gun, which we could potentially increase, to be completely honest. We'll go for capped ballistic on everything. That's wonderful. Light shells. Oh, they're on reduced shells. Oh no, get that to normal. Now we're still on gun cut on here. I'm going to change that to the funky acid. Enhanced reloading. Radio. Yeah, we'll give it some of that. Ooh. Long range accuracy. Or the other one. That's a good question. Maybe long range accuracy. It also reduces the splash from everything else, and generally increasing accuracy at shorter range when there's lots of things going on. Might be a good idea. I mean, look at the range on them. There's still a mighty gun, is that? It really is. Main deck is rather flimsy though. We better boost that slightly if possible. What else do we have? Inner deck. Eek. They're not the best, are they? The main bell is 12.9. They'll be good in what's it called? Yeah, that's it. Spanish. They're probably not going to be able to deal with these still after all this time. It's going to be a refit time of 2 months. We've increased the firepower quite drastically. Reload time is now actually half decent. Yeah, that's alright. Cheap little upgrade. Let's save that. That also means it gets... Oh, ooh, torpedoes. What were they on? Oh, it doesn't have any. Ah, doesn't matter then. Alright, well, let's go to the... What else do we have? We've got the Cincinnati. Let's do a refit of this. We've still got plenty of these in service. Oh, wow. Oh, that gun has got a little bit larger, hasn't it? That's going to have to... Oh, that can't swing around. Are you mad? Right. Yeah, because upgrading these means they all get upgraded to the Mark III guns. So that kind of makes things difficult. We can get rid of these 2 little guns because they're not really going to be doing anything. Reduce that back. We still can't turn that. Well, that's irritating. How far back can we take that? Not any further back. There's got to be a way of doing that. I still want my main gun on there. What do you think is blocking it? I'll have to have a quick play with that, that's for sure. They're unbalanced. I don't like that anymore. Gone off it, tried it. We can give it a steam engine because why not? And that means engine efficiency has finally been fixed and we can now reduce that. Engine efficiency is still drastically through the roof. That's a thought, actually. I didn't even change any of the funnels or anything. I think it'll be fine. I'll just have to boost that slightly to get the range that we need. Armor. Bump it up to another one. Anti-flood, make them less sinky. Better barbettes, because we don't want them to go pop. Could give them reinforced bulkheads. Now then, main armament. Oh, these were also on reduced ammunition. That's plagued this ship for ages. Standard ratio on these. That'll be fine. We'll go for the ballistic goodness. Acid, white powder still, light shells, enhanced reloading, fast torpedoes, fat torpedoes. Oh, torpedoes, launchers. Oh, I want some on the sides. Yes! Oh, that has been needed for so long on these ships. Radio, give it one of them. Now, these aren't going to be at long range, so we'll just go for base gun accuracy. Or do I? Now, I seem to like this one. Yeah, the cost goes up, but who cares? Gun aiming speed is through the roof. Gun long range accuracy. Trying to go for longer ranges, so we'll try that out. Armor's still very relevant, but I might just have to reduce that a smidge. Why won't you fit on there? Why? There's loads of room for you to turn around. No, don't let me get rid of the 7-inch gun. I like that one. 6-inch gun is a bit more accurate though. But I like this one. Damn it! Oh man. To be fair, it's not a huge amount of difference. Mainly the range, but we don't really need super duper amounts of range. I mean, what I can do is put a 6-incher on there. Oh, see, look, that's not happy neither. Oh, it is there. Oh, what? Ah, so maybe I just need to go a little bit further back. No, it's not happy with that. We'll stick a 6-inch gun on there. It seems happy with that, so I'll have to reduce it. And then just increase it, I guess. Diameter. Girthy. There you go. It's essentially a 7-inch gun again. Not as good as an actual 7-inch gun, but it's as good as it's going to get. All these... What's... Oh my giddy out. What am I doing here? I've accidentally clicked on something. There we go. Right, stop pressing things. I'm not too bothered about these two little... because they're just going to get in the way. I want these... they're at 3.3. Can I increase that now? Yes, they're now at 3.9 inch. That's much, much better. Just reduce the length, maybe. And the deck on this thing could do with a bit of a boot. Ah, see, we're running out of room again. But we're alright. I think that will just have to do. We've increased... Well, it's just better all around. More survivable and everything else. Yeah, that'll do. Cincinnati 3. We shall save there. Nothing else I need to do, I don't think. I know you're probably thinking engine efficiency is at stupid extremes, but it kind of needs to be on this, otherwise the range just doesn't get there and I need to whack it up. So you don't really save any weight. Bit pointless, really. So that's that one. God, they're really old now, aren't they, these things? But anyway. Do I do another Augusta at refit? I'll be fine, won't it? Let's see if I can do another refit on this. Oh, the guns still work. Surprise. Oh, yeah, because I did do it when the guns all had to change. Anyway, yeah, no, lovely. Okay. Well, in that case, we'll stick a turbine engine in it. With some good armor. Anti-flood is a bit of a thing. We don't want them to go pop, because we're going to stick the acid stuff on there. And increase the bulkheads to increase the survivability. Semi-balanced. We can go for natural boilers. Oh, we might get away with that. I might get away with that. Ooh, so you get vibrations and smoke interference. Natural ones, you get such a nicer, clear vision to be able to murder the enemy with. We'll go for that. Main armaments, and that's all of these standards. I mean, there's only a couple of casemates which are them, so we'll just keep them all on standard because, well, yeah. Taking out quite a few cruisers, possibly. Main targets, yeah, main targets are going to be cruisers. Nothing much bigger than that. That's why we've got torpedoes on these things. Can I stick more on? No. Oh, there's one at the back. Can it? But anyway, increase all of the goodness for the firepower. Yes. The light shells. Don't want gun cotton. We want the acid stuff. Now, I strongly suspect that these might just go pop. I'm not gonna lie. They're ancient. But if it still works, it still works. I'm not going to put mine laying on it. I need to play with the destroyers as well, actually. I might even need to make a new destroyer to replace the Wasp and the Hornet and such. Because I did it in mind where I wanted them as cheap as possible. And I want more mine laying capability. So to do that, I may have to increase the displacement. Which is a little bit annoying. But it is what it is. Now we've got some 2-inch guns. I can try and bump them up. Don't think that's really going to make any difference, but you never know. It just might. Leave all the same guns on there. There's still the Mark 3s. I could. No, they won't fit on. I was going to say go up to 6, but they won't fit, which is a little bit of a shame. So we've still got a tiny bit of playroom. What do we go for? The speed is still good. Just more protection. Well, protection is always wonderful. Can I get that to 6? Main deck is absolutely pitiful. But it'll be right. It'll be fine, I'm sure. There we go. Right, so that's going to have all the new tech in there as well. Wonderful. Yes, this will increase costs, but it's so cheap anyway. It's essentially the same price as one of the new destroyers. I would like to increase the speed. but I'm not that bothered. It'll be fine. They're going to be sticking with the Washingtons anyway, which are also slower. Baltimore. I've got around 7 ships of these. They've not really featured, to be completely honest. They were a direct upgrade from the Augusta, but we've just never really used them. I opted out for the destroyers instead, just because of the speed factor. Hopefully keeping them alive. I can just... I'll do one for this as well. It can't hurt. Oh my giddy aunt, that gun is enormous. And now they don't fit. Right, I see how it is. Well, can I just wriggle it down a little bit? And it might just... No. I mean, that's a fat gun. It's a 7.89 inch gun. On a light cruiser too. I mean, we can just, you know, sacrifice it. To be fair, that probably means we can bring it back and reduce that 4-weight smidge. Hopefully just keep it in the middle. Oh no, you see, look, that's what I did on the Cincinnati the first time I built it. I fluked it. There we go, that's better. I'm not making that mistake again. So we're losing a couple of guns, but they're all vastly better guns. So it makes up for it in swaths. Put the acid on, the safer acid, ballistic goodness. I need to change that to a normal rudder. Steam engine, I don't want to oh, boiler efficiency is just gone. Ugh. Well. Oh. I didn't put turbines on. Oh, that's a little bit better. I might just need to do that, and then it's happy. Yeah, that'll do. We'll have to do that. Unfortunately, they're going to be induced, so they're not going to be as good. We have better funnels for these. I don't think I do. Enhanced funnel? No. Oh, these are the thin funnels. It is what it is. There's gunnage on there. I did have to do that to fit the guns on. I don't particularly like this hull anymore. So that's all wonderful. Oh, that's sorted. Hydraulic steering, double goodness. Could do with some more anti-floodage. Improve the armor. Improve the bulkheads. Stop it going pop. And the barbettes. Yep. And we don't want increased... I'll go for the standard shells. Or maybe increased, actually. On the main guns. So all that's happy. We've got the ammunition. We've got the acid. Torpedoes. We'll boost these to the fast stuff. Radio. We'll give it one of them. We'll give it... Oh, solid. We'll just give it the long range accuracy. But an 8-inch gun essentially on this little thing is quite a lot. I mean, that'll pierce through the armor on any light cruiser essentially. Main deck could do with a bit of a boost. We've actually got quite a lot of room here to really play. I can't increase the diameter anymore. I can on those tiny little guns. Oh, I could increase the speed. What can I even get these to? Ah, see, the efficiency goes down just too much. It will not work like that. Now you're probably thinking, oh, we'll just get some more stuff on there. Well, I want that big fat gun on. So I can't. In other words, won't work. I mean, if I got another funnel or two on there, yeah, fair enough, but that ain't gonna work at all. So let's just increase the armor and be done with it. I mean, the main gun and some of these little guns, I can increase the top to something where they don't go quite pop. Yeah, what's the maximum I can put on it? 3.5. Okay. Yeah, we'll go for that. I'll just fiddle around with this. Probably as good as I'm gonna get it. We've got 6 inch, well, the maximum armor on the, well, on the sides of the ship. That's marvelous. Lovely. That'll do. Another ship done. What else do we have? I think it's just the destroyers left. Now this is... Oh, hang on a minute. That's the original. Oh, no, it isn't. Or is it? I'll find out. One sec. Okay, the Wasp update, which was a minor one. Can we update this again? Yes. This is the one that stays in the ports. Okay. So we've already got the best armor on it. It won't be that much of a difference on these. But I could stick it to the Acid 2 just in case one of them decides to go pop. Don't necessarily want that to happen. The main gun, they are currently... I'll just put them on standard. They're also on nose fuse, which, yeah, the HE goes mental, but if I was to go on capped ballistic, it might be better at taking out some of the other boats. Oh, it's all out of place because it's all there. Or do I just keep it on nose fuse? Because they're so good at taking out them transports, it's hilarious. They really do go bang. But the penetration is a little bit meh. That is only for the HE shells. I mean, what's that really going to go through? 0.4 at this current rate. Anything with a smidge of armor ain't really going to cut it. So, yeah, maybe nose fuse is the answer. Because anything above... Hang on a minute. Has that disappeared? Oh, it's 0.4 before... Oh, yeah, that's fine. Well, what is it on cap ballistic? 1.3, point blank range. I don't think they're going to use it. A destroyer has 1.5 maximum with... Well, yeah, and then you've got the armor quality on top of that, so I don't think it's ever going to get used, so I'm going to keep it on that nose fuse. I'll put it on the Acid 2 so they don't go pop wide as much. We've got increased goodness. Main one is the mine laying. That's an issue. Could also do with a radio on there as well. Rangefinder. I don't know the point doing the other one. Will gain gun base accuracy. This is why I'm thinking I need a slightly bigger one. Because then I could also make it to the point where, I mean, if I just reduce the range. Oh, that's not too bad. I could probably work with that. And then I'm going to have to make another one. That's bigger. Yeah, it's going to cost more, but it's going to be bigger. For now, it still serves its purpose. Laying mines and blowing things up that come close to the port. I think that's fair. That just means we're going to smidge more... Aha! Big fat torpedoes as well. Now we've only got that one launcher at the back, but oh, is it mighty! I'd quite like having the guns on here. I think we'll stick with that. Okay, the Hornet. That is similar, but this is the ocean-going one. Slightly more expensive because it is bigger. And things like that. Now we can instantly stick steam in. These are going to be so rapid, it's going to be disgusting. But we need the range. That's the only problem. Now if we go natural boilers, they're going to be less annoying, but it's still very much... because they're so compact. I mean, look how tight everything is on here. Really, I need another... Well, even then, engine efficiency is at 155%. It's because we're using turbines and they're not... I could probably get away with that. Is there even actually much... Did I want to do anything? Oh, there's the radio. Yeah, I know it's saying that it doesn't want to do that, but we'll just have a look at that in a minute. I ain't going to get that on there. I could reduce it to... Oh, that fixes things. Standard gun reload. It was on enhanced. We can fix it to the Acid 2. Stick with the nose shells. Increased everything else. Yeah, we're happy with that. I think that's going to be it. No, I can't even stick the diameter up on them. A destroyer with a 6-inch gun would be immense. That would be fantastic. And semi-balanced. I think they've got everything they could possibly want. They've got reinforced bulkheads and everything. Oh, anti-flood. Oh yeah, it can only go up to 2. Yeah, I think that's going to be as good as we're going to get it. To be completely honest. Put them on standard ratio though. They should be on that anyway. Yes, that takes advantage of all the recent updates that we've had. That should help all the ships be a little bit more survivable and everything else, including better torpedo production. Not production, propulsion. There we go. Marvelous. Now we just need to refit absolutely everything, and then we're all up to date. Every single ship is now actually in port, so it is the best time to do it before the enemy come and have a gander, and then you have to try and scramble stuff together. Refits get missed, and it's awful. Hate it. What are we even building right now? Let's have a bit of a gander. Completely forgotten. Something's commissioning. Destroyer and a new North Carolina. Oh, wonderful. And then we've got all of these still being built. Battleships for us. All of them will get the instant refit and everything else. So, in that case, I mean, the destroyers can wait. But if we can get the North Carolina refit, that would be so good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 3 months. Just get it done. And then the Hornet destroyers, they're the ones that accompany them. So we'll try and get that. So we've got a few of these. We'll get all these done. And then technically the North Carolinas can then start working their way over. Then I'm going to work on the older ships, the cruisers and the Washingtons, and then get them fiddling. It also means if France decide to try and murder us, we'll actually be half prepared as well. So yes, let's do it. I mean, there's also this, to be fair. Geared steam turbines, that's marvellous. That might be a future one. Fuel storage goes down. The horsepower per engine is magnificent. That is a good one. Oh, here we go. What's this? Spain now wants a peace treaty. This is question. No, we're not doing it. We're going to keep going. Ooh, look at this. A new potential destroyer hull. I'm glad I didn't design another one there. So that might be the future one that we go for. We'll have to see. Oil in Egypt. Ooh. Well, we've actually got a Chinese ship somehow all the way up here. That's now going to get slaughtered by our destroyers. Mostly by the Wasp ones, which are all in ports. But at least we can have a bit of a dabble, shall we? Let's get them all at a nice juicy line, and they're east. They're probably going to run, so we'll speed up and catch them up. Okay, we found it. This is the Chinese armored cruiser. Oh, wow. Okay, so the Chinese are exceptionally backwards. The Washingtons will have a field day. That is marvelous. They don't stand a chance. We'll zoom forward and see if we can... Well, to be fair, the torpedo range on these are not too bad anyway. They haven't been updated yet. But we'll just go for it. Speed and power is the answer. Still can't actually see what's on it, but when we can come over here somewhere, we can start squirting some good torpedoes at it. Oh, it's shooting at me. Oh dear. You watch, it'll blow one of them up now. Certainly hope not. I'm going to try and get them all in a position where they can all shoot at the same time, these torpedoes. Because that would be wonderful. I better put a smoke screen out just while we're doing this. It will assist. Oh, we can actually see what's on it. Let's have a quick gander. Alrighty, extremely short barreled. Oh, glitch in the matrix. There we go. extremely short-barreled guns with a max range of 6 kilometers. It's got torpedoes with a range of 1.2. They're on Mark 1. Wow. That's still a Mark 1 main gun. This white powder. Oh, this is ancient. This is 1890s stuff. Maybe 95 at a push. That is ridiculous. No, we'll still speed along. I'm going to put them on save torpedoes now to start squirting them. That would be marvellous. It's just going to try and keep turning away. Oh, we caused a fire on it. Let's keep going, come on. We're actually hurting it. That's hilarious. Come on, boats. Speed. Now that does have torpedoes. Oh, we've launched some. That's probably going to cause it to go a little bit skew-whiff. It's not even hit us yet, not gonna lie. Yeah, they missed, which is completely understandable. Now that's turned a little bit more. If I could just keep going, I reckon we'll burn it before this happens. Look at the fires. It's a bit of a wreck. Torpedo detonation. Oh, wow. Okay, sorry, China, but that's not even... Why do these want to be at war with me? Oh, penetration. Nice. Oh, the armor's nothing. How are we penning that? That's ridiculous. Torpedoes are just being squirted everywhere now. One of them may have hit. Oh, dear. Oh, there you go. Well, that was a pitiful performance by China. If that's what they've got, then the Washingtons are seriously going to have a field day, and it'll feel like they're back in action again. Oh, we must have got hit by something. Didn't even know. Never mind. That's fine. Oh, it was still sinking. Oh, Southeast Asia, British Empire. What are you doing? Who wants an Augusta now? Brazil? Really? Alrighty, we're getting a bit more organised. This fleet is ready. 4 North Carolinas, updated, and 4 Hornets, all updated. So these, for now, I'm actually going to send them all the way down here. Because we've got a conquest thing, and it keeps popping up. So we better go get that. I mean, it can't hurt, can it? So they're going to go do that, just while we wait a little bit longer. We have these... one of them still needs to refit. I've missed one. And then we're going to have the battleships coming in there. Then more North Carolinas. Okay, I've been a little busy. I've progressed ahead. It's now September 1913. So, what has changed? Okay, the refit on these North Carolinas is done. They're up to scratch. So are the Hornets. That's marvellous. I've got another fleet of the same 4 North Carolinas and 4 Doodahs moving over to Spain now as we speak to try and invade the East Philippines. Marvellous. The rest of the fleet is currently in here. All of it. All these need refitting. These are the Washingtons and all the cruisers. Right now I'm currently refitting all of the destroyers. It's going to take 2 months to do. Then they're all up to date. I've got another fleet which is nearly constructed here. They're just refitting. That'll be done in 4 months. They're North Carolinas. That'll be a 3rd fleet of North Carolina. I then have 2 more in here which are being refitted. So then that'll be 2 more. Might even keep these as a small security force fleet, so to speak. Could have them floating around. I've got 2 more building though, so then there'll be a full fleet. Well, that'll be marvellous. And the political situation is turning a little bit sour. So Britain is on the brink of going to war with France. And if that happens... That's the thought, actually. What's the Navy like? Oh, still quite strong. If that happens, then we're going to get dragged in. yeah, that's going to be fun. So if we get dragged into that, I'm going to have to adapt to this situation quite well. One way I could do this is taking over these ports down here, potentially. Britain are going to go absolutely mental. Absolutely mental. And if we've got a few fleets floating around, I'll need to take over these ports down here. They're actually quite good. I didn't realise this. But yeah, we're going to have to naval invade bits of this. These ports are quite immense now. That needs taken care of. There's a lot of money to be had here. We'll just have to see. The British fleet, I think, is going to be better than the French. But it is all kicking off. Yeah, technology of the French is average. We're very advanced. Britain is very advanced. Most are average. And then Spain, China, all very behind. Even Germany's behind, but they've been beaten back so much, I'm not entirely surprised. But we are actually getting there. Money is a little bit of an issue, but we're just building up. And then we're going to get there. Now, I also... Oh, yeah, research-wise. Yeah, get this. I discovered oil. So not just semi-oil, full oil. So really, everything needs another refit, but I'm not going to bother. What I am going to do is wait until we have... Because I'm betting on another Dreadnought hull coming out of here. And then that will... I'll then have an oil fleet. So these will be the replacements for the North Carolinas when that happens. We've got a new destroyer hull that I could be playing with. And in fact, I might even have a quick gander at that now. Alrighty. That's the destroyer 1. That's the destroyer 2. The resistance is better, the stability is better, the floatability is better. Overall, that's quite a nice little boat. What does it cost? A little bit more, but not too bad. But how much room do we have on it? That's another question. I think it's just a little bit heavier. Could have a little dabble. See, we've also been getting these advanced towers and things. That's marvellous. I thought it'd be... Oh, armed tower. Ooh, that's an interesting combination. Stick a turret on that. Funnelage. How are we looking? Stick 2 on for a moment. I'm thinking the range will be good on this thing as well, because the form is better. But look! Oil! Look at that range go up. Oh, do you know how much of a difference that makes with just general operating? And then we can go for that and yes! Give it to me! Proper ships now. Optimal speed 34. That is marvellous. Absolutely marvellous. I'm going to just bump that up a little bit more and it goes 10,000 kilometers at 3,000 miles an hour and it ain't bad. Lovely. Might even yeah, so let's oh, there's the bets we can stick on here and everything. It's marvelous. Torpedoes, we can stick them everywhere. Main gun, 5-inch gun. I like the 5-inch gun, it ain't too shabby. I could go for a duel. Oh, what? Oh, not quite. Well, that's a shame. What about there? No, it's not going to let me use it. Nope. Looks like we'll just have to wing it. I won't get 2 in there. Can that go up there as well? It might do if I force it. No, it won't. Well, it looks like torpedo launchers could go on there. Maybe a single. Really? Can turn these things. Just one there. Ah! Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. What about one there? Oh, that kind of works. It sticks out and looks ugly as hell, but it might work. No, I just stopped the traverse and the gun. Never mind. Right, doesn't matter. We'll bung that nice in the middle. And then we can have another one down here. I mean, I'm just thinking this will be... Oh, hang on. What gun goes in that then? In that centerpiece? Oh, just that. Is that it? That's pointless. Well, they don't actually give the best stats anyway. I'm better off with the rear tower. There you go. That's better. Right, okay. Main gunnage. I just look at the engine efficiency. If I stick another funnel on here, that will be nice. They're not too bad. They're funky angle ones. I mean, what's going to be better, really? I mean, the weight is an issue on these ships. No, I can either go for another one of them, or, I mean, it's a lot lighter, isn't it? A lot lighter. But it's space. Space is the issue for me. So that ain't too bad. I mean, we'll just go for that for a minute. The efficiency goes through the roof, so we can reduce the weight requirement. Something like that. But we've still got all this to play with yet. Semi-balanced, hydraulic steering, crump armor, whatever you want to call that. The bets, anti-flood, standard, double girthy hull, standard, nose fuse. Yeah, I did that last time, didn't I? Cat ballistic, light shell size. I like them. Oh, we've got another one coming called ballast. Oh no, that's the other one. There's another one coming anyway. Leave that like that. Range finder. We've still got the same ones. I could probably do with getting ahead on these, to be completely honest. Radio. Well, this ship is already a lot better because of the stability of the thing. Because the other one's right thin and narrow, whereas this is more, well, shippish. You know what I mean? And yeah, it just costs a bit more, but it is what it is. I can whack a lot of mines on it. Advanced layer there. Ooh, look at that. Wonderful. Oh, hang on. Ah, well, I'd rather have the other one. Just more mines. Well, this is just a look-see round anyway. So let's just see what kind of ship we are looking at. Now, the other ones do a fine job as they are right now. Don't need replacing. But this is much better. I suppose I'd only really start doing these when the other ones become technically obsolete, which will be when I'm replacing the North Carolinas. 3 turrets in there like that. Has some launchers maybe. Oh, go on, let me just stick them there. Damn it, won't let me. You can come further back and we can put some on the rear. I like whacking them right on the back. I don't know why. Seems to suit rather wonderfully. Is that still fire? Oh yeah, that's still decent. Bring that back. It's not on a stupid place. Yeah, that ain't bad. And then, talking of torpedoes, you could really rack it up. Rapid fire. I mean, look at that. That's very similar armor. Oh, ooh, I might be to whack it up a little bit. Ah, yeah. I'm talking nearly a 6-inch gun. Oh, that's ridiculous. But yeah, so it'll be a similar thing, but overall it is much better. The speed is faster, the engines are better. The cost is a little bit more, not gonna lie. But this is definitely gonna be a thing. I mean, when more technology is unlocked and things, we could even get more torpedoes on it. For now, the ones that we've got will do the job. They will. They'll be fine. Now, there has been a request for me to make some chili boats. Now, no one's going to know what that is apart from the people that come on the premieres of these things. So it's basically a ramming ship. Yes, a ramming ship. So a torpedo boat itself won't work. One, you can't make them anymore. It would have to be a destroyer. Now, I'm not purposely going to go out my way to make a full-on boat built for ramming, but what I can do is make sure the boats that we do build are capable of ramming so that we can have a Chili moment. His name is Chili, He's always in the premieres. Good fella, always chatting. I hope you're going to be satisfied with that, and I no doubt you're going to be watching this thinking, hey up, I wanted a purpose-built ship. Well, I can't stack explosives in a boat and send it off, unfortunately. So we'll just have to do with ramming the enemy when the torpedoes run out. I'm just going to call them chilly moments anyway. I reckon that is good enough. Regardless, this is going to be something. I mean, the other one is the Hornet. Just refit this. It's half the price and still does a decent enough job. Roll. What's the whole form on this thing? 87. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Stability is awful. And then we look at that one. It's double the price. Hull form 81. Stability is better. Roll 53. Now roll down here. Look at that. That's the stats from rolling around. Flooding chance, acceleration, everything else. Just a little speedboat. And the roll and the other one is higher. And then pitch and everything else. So I don't think at the moment the cost is worth the extra upgrades, but that's where things are heading. So that is nice. This has been about an hour now. This has been an interim episode. We get one of these every now and again where you're just going to organise. Lots of ship designing though, so that's not too bad. Let me know your thoughts on the situation. I think we're going to get dragged into war with France anyway. Not much we can do about that. The North Carolinas have been updated. It would be good to see them in combat against a better foe rather than China, but they're sending a fleet down anyway and going to grab some of this because we can, and I've had enough of the Spanish, well, threatening me all the time, so we're just going to finish off the Spanish, to be completely honest. Grab some bits around here, hoping one fleet will be enough, but we shall see. If war with France happens, at least we've got Britain on our side. However, we're also at war with China and Russia, so that might prove difficult. But we are actually pushing back Russia. They've captured Afghanistan and whatever that says. That area there. They've invaded that quite well, so I think they won't actually be too bad. Our forces are in these offensives as well, every single one of them. So they're just all dying, to be completely honest, and it's a little bit of a nuisance. Losses on their side are much higher than what they are on ours, but they've got a lot more to spare. Now, what is our armed logistics? 52%. Not great, but we've got plenty of people now, actually. France, army size is not great. The logistics are incredibly high, though, so we shall see how that plays out. GDP, we are slowly trumbling along. We could do with more, that's for sure. GDP of Japan is crap. Thought it was more than that. Where's the Navy gone? I think Britain have smashed them to pieces. Yeah, look, they've been smashed. Britain's been busy. They've smashed Japan. They've smashed China. The Austro-Hungarian Navy is better than theirs. Spanish, they're done. Oh, this is great. And they've still got plenty of ship. Yeah, look, they're repairing like mad. Well, hopefully they'll do the same with the French. If I can just stay back a bit, they might blow each other up while we take the stuff. That would be marvelous. That is a cunning plan. Marvelous. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later. I'm probably going to record another one of these straight away after this, so it's never going to end for me. Oh look, torpedo boat. Where are they going? Down here. Anyway. Oh yeah, we've also got another conquest for this, which is going to win this time. Marvelous. Thank you. Have a good one. Get some tea. Bye.